See guys, if you're a Cameroonian, I'm sure you must have heard this common saying, "Blank man not the die the tea." Guys, I grew up with this particular statement like running through my brain. Like each time my brothers and sisters, like my elder brothers and sisters, will be like, "Mercy, don't worry, black man not the die the tea, you still be alive. You're a black now, you be white man." No. Like growing up, I realized that guys, black money died the tea, oh, black money died the tea if you don't take care of yourself. So guys, in this video I'm going to be sharing common hygiene mistakes that we tend to neglect or don't even care at all. Like we ignore it totally. If you're interested in this video, please keep watching. I'm just trying to give you something to get out to for you. I'm just trying to give you something. Hi loves, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mercy Dare. I am a Cameroon based content creator. If you are new here, hi my loves, thank you so much for choosing to click to watch today's video. I really appreciate it. For my oldies here, thank you guys so much for always coming back to click and support your girl. I really appreciate it guys. Thank you guys so much. So if you haven't yet subscribed, okay, please go ahead and click on the subscribe button and also click on the like button. It helps YouTube to push our videos for people in the part of the world or any part of the world searching for relatable content like this. And also don't forget to click on the bell buttons so they don't miss out on any of my uploads. Okay, so like I mentioned in the intro, today's video I'm going to be sharing common hygiene mistakes that we tend to ignore or just be like, ah massa, you can nothing can happen to me, I'm a black. Okay, and the first one is using your bathing sponge for over 6 to almost a year. You know this bathing sponge that we use every day when we get up in the morning to take our bath. And you guys, I just feel like some of these sponges are suffering. They are in deep shit in our hands. Like I don't know, some of us go ahead to use it for over 6 months. Oh my god, what are we thinking? Even when you look at some of these sponges that are all worn out, I don't know if it's the fact that maybe we are just torturing them, or is that we don't have money to replace them, or it's just the laziness for us to leave our home to go and replace some of these sponges. I just feel like it's inhygienic. Okay, I feel like at most 3 months. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section. How long do you think is suitable for someone or advisable for someone to use his or her bathing sponges? I just feel like when you use it too much, it kind of loses its value, kind of traps in bacteria. It might not do the work it's supposed to do anymore. Some of these sponges will end up looking dirty. If you are still using that sponge you are using right now for over 6 months, please let it go. Okay, let it go. It's not looking presentable. Someone will come to your bathroom and see your sponge and be like, oh my god, this girl is so dirty. This is something that you use on your body. You cannot be looking all clean out there, meanwhile in there you are not clean, you get. So these things are very cheap. It goes for 200 to 500 francs. So why not just sacrifice 1,000 francs and get you about 5 or 4 that would take you for a whole year. Stop using these sponges for more than 3 months. Okay, next hygiene mistake that some of us, this is something I used to do in like when I was still pretty much in my 19s, okay, is using my towel for more than a month. Like I will use my towel for almost 2 months. Like one towel, not like I'm changing one towel, especially towels that are not white, that will not necessarily show dirty stains and all that. That is not good. Stop it. What made me change is when I went to my mom, like all grown up now. I went to my mom's bathroom and I saw that she had almost 10 towels. I'm like, mom, what is it with all these towels? Are you now selling towels? She's like, no, I used my towel for 1 week, at most 1 week, and that opened my eyes. I'm like, I think that is why I've been having heat rashes here and there. It's because I tend to use my towels for more than 3 weeks to a month to up to 5 weeks, which is not healthy. And that is why I choose to start using white towels. When you use white towels, there's no way you can use a white towel for more than 2 weeks. Like from day one, it will start showing like dirt here and there, because remember, we came from dust and so we will return from dust. No matter how much soap or bathing soap you use on your body, your skin will still show dust on that towel. Okay, that's why I went ahead and got me some white towels. With that, in less than 3 days I start seeing dirt on the towel, and that is an indication for me to I know, okay, I have just 2 more days to go. After 5 days I drop it, or after a week I drop it and take the next one. When you use your towel for more than a week, your towel for some reason traps bacteria, and you don't want to continue that. That's why you will end up having heat rashes here and there, and it's not good. Somebody will not come to your home and want to use your restroom and find a very dirty smelling towel. Oh my god, that is so disgusting. Have you ever gotten the scent of a dirty towel? It's nothing short of, I don't know how to describe it. It's terrible. So use your towel for at least a week, wash it and start off with a new one. That way you save yourself from heat rashes, very awful odor. You save yourself from being embarrassed if you have guests coming to use your your bathroom. Next hygiene mistake, which is very common and people tend to neglect it, is using your bed sheet for more than 2 weeks. Okay, so this is something I used to do back then in secondary school, and even as an adult. Okay, I'm not even going to lie, I used to have my bed sheet on my bed for over a month, and I realized that when it stays for that long, I start getting itches here and there. This always happens when I have color bed sheets. When you have color bed sheet, it doesn't really show the dirt on it. Okay, apart from being making my room to have that aesthetic vibe, the other reason is because with white bed sheets, okay, you tend to see stains as early as the first 3 days, and at the end of the week, or at most 2 weeks, I take it off and replace it with another white bed sheet. If possible, change every week if you have the time and the energy, and if you have more bed sheets reserved, please try as much as possible to change from time to time. At most, if it's that you are too lazy, at most 2 weeks, let those things go. Okay, the next common hygiene mistake some of us tend to neglect or just ignore is that we try not to disinfect our toilet after use. Imagine you doing the do in the toilet pot and you go ahead to flush off, you don't disinfect after that. Guys, let me tell you guys something. Our feces always carry bacteria, that is standard. And supposing you use your toilet and you don't disinfect after that, and another person comes and use the toilet, that's how we transfer bacteria from the toilet to our VJJ, and at the end of the day you start going to the hospital and they will tell you you have a bacterial infection. So that's something we tend to neglect. And also our drainages. Clean your drainage system in your bathroom or in your kitchen, anywhere, because for the most part when we walk in, what we carry from our bathing slippers and land it over there, and in the course of bathing, water drops and erases some of those bacteria and they drop on our body. That is another issue. So from time to time, if you have this Lacroix or Parazone, just drop it from time to time to disinfect the area. That way you are bacteria free. That is very important. So guys, this one is very funny because I literally copied this from my grandmom back in the days. May her gentle soul rest in peace. Okay, I'm sorry I'm laughing because this is something that most Cameroonians do, and that is piling your undies in your, we call it a titipe, this small bucket, for over a week. We used to have this tendency of piling up your undies from Monday to Saturday. Like Saturdays are usually clean up days, like you wash and clean and all that, and on that day, that's when you get to wash off your undies. You guys, that is very unhygienic. Okay, I don't know how to explain it, but the odor that comes from it is nothing to write home about. It's not good, and for the most part we just mix it up with the white and the color pants, and they turn up staining the white pants, and bacteria feast from those things. I don't think it's hygienic. Okay, it makes your pants not to look healthy, it makes them not to have value anymore. Like sometimes when I realizing that, I'm like, oh my god, maybe this is why I always suffer from vaginal itches. So Each time you use your pants, your undie, make sure you wash it on that same day. Do not pile them up. Okay? Another common hygiene mistake that we tend to ignore or neglect, I think I've mentioned this in a couple of my videos, is that please, the towel you use on your body shouldn't be the same towel you use on your face. You should have two different towels for this particular part of your body. Now, what do I mean by that? The towel you use on your body shouldn't touch your face, and the towel you use on your face should not in any way come in contact with your body, because your face is very delicate. And for the most part, when we use the same towel we use on our body, on our faces, start having heat rashes and pimples. Imagine you using your towel that you use in cleaning your body, you use on your vagina, you use on your armpit, then you take all of that and mount it on your face. How will your face not suffer? How will your face not suffer from pimples and bacteria and heat rashes and all that? So please, the towel you use on your face should be very far from the towel you use on your body, so that you don't transfer bacteria from your body to your face. Okay, I know it's not easy to maintain this. Okay, even me, it took me a while to actually remember that, hey, I'm not supposed to take the towel I use on my body to clean up my face after having my bath. But with practice and putting in some conscious effort, I got to, you know, start making those differences. Okay, now I am very conscious. Even when I sometimes forget and use the towel on my body, on my face, I'll go ahead and wash my face, then use my other face towel and clean my face. That's why our mother used to call it face towel. They had a reason. We did not realize it at that point. So you just use it on your face. It's designed for your face. That's why it's usually small. Our grandmothers were not stupid to call it face towel. But yeah, we just never really knew the importance or the difference in, you know, using both towels. Okay, this particular point I'm going to mention, for me, you know, this particular I need divine intervention, and that is biting your nails. Like, you guys, I don't know, I need prayers. In fact, my family need prayer. This is something that all of us do all the time, like especially when I'm so nervous, when I'm angry, or when I'm lonely, when like I don't have anything going on in my life at that particular moment. I tend to bite my nails, and that is very unhygienic. Okay, it is something I completely neglect. Everybody has warned me on this particular thing, like, Mercy, stop biting your nail. You're transferring bacteria from your nails to your mouth. It's not good. But Mercy will not hear. So I am putting in conscious effort to stop it. It is very it's not nice. It's not a good thing. It's not good for people to see this other part of you. For the most part, people kind of stay away from me because they are like, if I kiss this girl now, the bacteria that she has transferred from her fingernails to her mouth, if I go and kiss her now, she's going to transfer that bacteria to me. It is bad, it is nasty, it is dirty. If you're someone who does it, please stop, because you start having stomach aches and you don't want to go to the hospital for bacterial infection. Okay, those things cost a lot of money. As much as it is a habit, it's a bad habit for me, I try as much as possible to always wash my hands, because it's a thing, like it's something I cannot avoid, but I'm trying so hard to avoid. So please avoid biting your nails. It's not good. That's why I always have artificial nails, okay, because this prevents me from biting my natural nails. Another common hygiene mistake some of us ignore or just neglect is, I don't know, how do I even explain this? You go to the bathroom, you wash your hands, and if there is no dryer, like sometimes we just do it like unconsciously to clean our hands on our body, like on our dresses. How will you justify that your hands are still clean? You leave your house, you go to your workplace, there is so much dust out there, and as you walk, dust is raising and it's like it drops on your body. You touch something dirty, you feel like, oh, my hand is dirty, you go ahead to wash your hand, and you still use all those fingers to kind of dry off your hand on your body. How is that helping? That's something I do. I have been doing it, and sometimes, like right now as I'm talking to you, I did it a few days ago, and I realized myself, I went back and washed my hands again, and I just allow, like, just raise my hand for my hands to air dry. please avoid drying your hands on your body. Another hygiene mistake we tend to neglect or ignore is that this one is usually for people who have like staircases, maybe in your home or at work. When climbing up the stairs, you kind of support your hand on the staircase, and after supporting your hand and you get to where you're going to, you forget to disinfect your hand. Now take for example, you work in a company where you have to go up and down, like your boss will call you downstairs, or you want to go and eat yourself and you have to go downstairs. For the most part, we tend to support our hands on the staircase. Imagine you going up and down like 10 million times a day and you forget to disinfect your hand. Like, you are not the only one going downstairs. So many of your colleagues go downstairs and support their hands. Imagine how many people have touched their hands on that staircase, and there you go, going down the staircase and you forget to disinfect your hand. Please try and always disinfect your hand whenever you touch something. It could be your door, staircase, or just anything that your hand touches. Okay, my loves, last but not the least, on common hygiene mistakes that we tend to neglect or ignore is that we don't wash our hands as often as possible. Okay, now whatever you do, whatever you say, whatever you touch, whatever always try and wash your hands as often as possible. I used to have this colleague. He's a guy. That is one guy I admire a lot. Like, each minute you will find this guy washing his hands. His hands were always looking fresh. Like, each time you give him a handshake, his hands were always feeling like having that feeling of, okay, I'm just from washing my hands. And I love the feeling. It was really, really nice, and that made me to always have that conscious mind to always go and wash my hands. So that will be it for today's video. If you have other common hygiene mistakes you would love to share in this video, please don't hesitate to leave it down in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to learn from you as well. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Again, my name is Mercy Dare. Thank you so much for watching from start to finish. I hope you did. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. It is free, and thumbs up the video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Stay blessed and stay safe. Bye.